Well, good morning from rainy Brisbane, where Andy Farrell has named his matchday 23 to face the Queensland Reds on Wednesday. And Irish trio Jamison, Gibson-Park, Hugo, Keenan, and James Ryan are all back from injury and fit to take their places in that 23. But the big news overnight, and it's sad news, is that Wales' Thomas Williams won't be part of the tour anymore. He will leave the squad tonight because he picked up a hamstring injury, scoring a try for the Lions against the Western Force. His second try in what was an impressive individual display, but his place will be taken by Scotland's Ben White, who's currently with Gregor Townsend's men in New Zealand, in Whangarei. He'll have to make his way down. It's about 2 hours down to Auckland, fly across to Brisbane to link up with the squad, and he'll be joined by Blair Kinghorn, who makes his way over from France, having played for Toulouse in their top 14 final win on Saturday. Kinghorn will have to watch on as Hugo Keenan gets his shot in the number 15 shirt. He's waited. He's watched Marcus Smith and Elliot Daly both play in that role, but the Ireland fullback gets his shot today, having come back from an injury he picked up playing for Leinster a couple of weeks ago. Gibson-Park comes in at scrum half, and James Ryan is on the bench behind captain Maro Itoje and Ollie Chessum in what looks like a pretty strong team, although not quite a test side yet, as Andy Farrell continues to mix and match and tries different combinations. Keenan will have an unfamiliarity with the two wingers that he has there, with Alex Mitchell on one wing, Duhan van der Merwe on the other. We have another Irish-Scottish centre combination, mixing things up again as Andy Farrell continues to try out different partnerships and pairings, with Bundy Aki playing alongside Hugh Jones. Finn Russell, the only player to keep his place in what looks like it might be a 9-10 test match combination with Gibson-Park. Up front, and Andrew Porter and Ronan Kelleher start their first games of the tour, having both come off the bench against the Force. Kelleher also played against Argentina off the bench, with Will Stewart, the Bath and England tight head prop, making his first start as well. As I mentioned, Chessum and Itoje in the row, Tom Curry, Jack Morgan, the last Welshman standing on the flanks, and then Jack Conan gets his shot at number 8. Gary Ringrose is amongst those players on the bench as this Saturday schedule kicks in. But as we said, it's sad news overnight with Thomas Williams, but good news in terms of that Irish trio getting back on the pitch, and they all could play a really big role for the Lions over the next couple of weeks. Weather's supposed to pick up in the next day or two. I hope it does, because it feels a little bit like November in Ireland, a little bit warmer than that, but getting dark at about 5 o'clock. It's wet, it's wild, but Brisbane's a bustly old city, and we're getting to know it a little bit. Heading over to see the Reds now, but it's going to be an interesting couple of days with this Lions 23 and the news of those two Scottish arrivals tonight.